In our previous demonstrations, I showed you how to build dashboards. We looked at some dashboards coming from queries and dashboards coming from our semantic layer. And you'll remember I explained that the semantic layer was really just a simple way for us to give you access to information coming from various tables in the system, already made easy for you to access with what we called aggregates that made it easy for you to sort, select, and view that data. Now with SAP Business One Analytics powered by SAP HANA and SAP Business One version for HANA, we have the ability to also use what we call interactive analysis. So in SAP Business One Analytics powered by HANA and SAP Business One version for HANA, we have another feature which is called interactive analytics or interactive analysis. What interactive analysis does is it gives you those same semantic layers, but it gives you the ability to then start utilizing those inside Microsoft Excel. You can access it either from inside SAP Business One or from outside SAP Business One directly from Microsoft Excel. I'm going to show you how to do it from inside SAP Business One. So if I go here into my modules, you'll see at the bottom here, I have this menu option called Interactive Analysis. I simply select that, and you'll see it's now showing me my semantic layers that I can use in my analysis. So I have cost center analysis, cost accounting versus financial accounting analysis, sales revenue, sales opportunity analysis, and budget analysis. So there's a couple of these different semantic layers. These are the ones that we pre-deliver for you. But of course, you can build your own semantic layers, and I'm going to show you how to do that in a future demonstration. But for now, we'll work with the ones that we deliver to you out of the box. I'm going to go and I'm going to do some sales revenue analysis. So all I do is I select sales revenue analysis here in my interactive analysis menu, and you'll see what's happened down the bottom. It's automatically opened up Microsoft Excel. And for those of you who are familiar with using pivot tables and pivot charts in Microsoft Excel, that's basically what we're using here. Except you don't have to go through all the process of grabbing the data or linking to the database tables. We've already done that for you, and that's what you see across here. We have our values, or what we call measures in our dashboards, and we have our dimensions here as well. So let's say, for example, I want to analyze my revenue. Well, in SAP Business One, remember, we track all of our numbers by local currency and system currency. So that's why you're going to see here some of these numbers in these different currencies. So let's say I just want to track my sales amount in my system currency. All I do is I select that value and bang, that's the sum total of all the sales revenue in the system. Well, that might be great, but not necessarily that helpful because I've got no context. Is this for a month, a year, for one customer, 20 customers? Well, it's for all of them, but I want to narrow it down. So let's say I want to look at my sales revenue by customer. Well, very, very simply, all I would do is I can say, show it to me by, for example, customer group. One tick, I get to see the sales by customer group up the top here in a grid, but now it's being graphed for me here. And this is the power of interactive analysis. I can basically sit here and start slicing and dicing this information inside Excel to get the information I want. So if I'm going to go into a meeting with a customer or a meeting with my sales team, or I just need this information to help me, very, very simple. I can slice it and dice it until I've got the information that I want. Then I can save that. I can save that spreadsheet and call it up later. Or I can copy and paste the information out of the spreadsheet. You've got total flexibility there. And then, of course, one of the things you'll notice is here, because I have multiple customer groups, I'm able to go in very, very simply, and I can filter this information by going in and saying, I don't want to select all. I just want to see for construction and large accounts. And then I'll say, okay. And then I just get to see construction and large accounts. So again, you've got total flexibility there. I might want to get that drilled down in a little bit more information. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to say select all. That brings them all back for me. Let's say though, I don't want to look at that amount by customer group. Let's say I want to analyze my revenue on the basis of the quarter in which the revenue has come in. So all I need to do is untick the customer group, and then I can go down and say, okay, I now want to see that on the basis of the quarter. So one tick there, and now I'm seeing my sales by customer quarter. I can then break that down even further. I can say, show me the sales by month. Simply select the month, and then I'm getting all that information now. I'm getting a 12-month view of my sales. So you can see it's very, very flexible in terms of the information that you can pull out. And then, of course, if you want to start changing this around, you're then using standard Microsoft Excel functionality. So to change the chart type, right, you go in here and you can now start just selecting the Microsoft Excel charts that you want. So you can have a 3D pie chart. Let's say select that and then say OK, and there you have that information in a 3D pie chart. I can then resize that here, and there it is. Move that up. And then of course if I now want to copy and paste that across into a different spreadsheet, I can simply right click on that and choose copy, go across into a different spreadsheet and paste it in. And there it is. That information is automatically pasted into a different spreadsheet. But of course the good thing is it takes all that underlying linkage to the data with it, so I'm able to now go in, and in this different spreadsheet I can still continue to now do my slicing and dicing. So I can narrow it down. I can say I just want to compare a couple of months. Alright, so I'm able to choose the different months that I want. So let's close down that other spreadsheet now. Do I want to save the changes? Because again, I can save this and then just come back to it, so it's already predefined for me. In this case, I'll say no, don't save that. So that's given you an overview of the interactive analytics and how that works.